Okay.
Maybe actually you'd been tracking that vor, just kind of seeing, whether it was going to go back to pandemonium or not. So you just happened to, you woke up in the morning, and after tracking the vor, and you knew where it was. You track it a little bit because where we left the party was at sunrise, and we'll have you come down. They're in a valley, fairly protected. They've set up camp. You'll come down into the valley from the far side, from the Spireward side, and we'll have you'll be coming down roughly the same time in the morning as down comes uh, Tarkovsky's Tariq. Tariq has been sent to protect them, and he's traveled through the night to try and find uh, Jeff's character. I think that'll be an okay place to start. So it's morning, the day after the encounter with the Vor, and our brave adventurers are recovering, licking their wounds. And the sun has risen, and in their sense, they are closer to the mountains that are outside of Bedlam than they were when they left. And um, as they see the sunrise, they also catch sight. Who's at what? Who's up for who's watch? Who's last watch? I can't remember. Or you're
If no,
all up.
I mean, if nobody's volunteered, I would have done last watch because can study my spells while I'm watching.
Yep.
Remember, we had a watch order. I was first. Our Barth.
I was second, and we never really got to third.
That's right, because we got attacked by the Vor in the middle of second watch.
So Jeff, if you just want to roll, I guess it'd be a wisdom, or would it be intelligence? Noticing them. How soon will you notice them?
I think that would be wisdom. At least maybe I'm just. Perhaps I am infected by later editions, but yes.
So roll your wisdom.
I like that. It has a little pop-up that asks for the modifier before it rolls.
So you got 7. Wait, what the heck? What did you actually roll? Sorry, I'm having trouble.
I rolled a 7. It's
okay. Yeah, that's under your wisdom.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do catch. You kind of do a double take as you notice the figures just as the sun is coming up, coming from both the Spireward side, being Gargamon's character, and the way you just came from Bedlam. One of them looks. Well, why don't you describe yourself? Was it Matthias? Can't remember now. And if you see Gargamon, how other people's names are in Roll20, I kind of use that as a quick place to look. So they have their character's name and then parentheses, whatever kind of you want to be called as a person.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yep, no worries.
Hey, Tom, real quick, I sent you a private message on Discord.
Okay, let me see if I can see them in the sheet. Raw data itself as a field. Give me a second.
Cool. If you do not, I have a suggestion for at least one of the level 1 ones.
your summon swarm is your. What's that?
That's my special ability. It's a
See wet tissue paper. No, I'm just sorry. I'm searching through the fields that I can see.
yeah. It gave me extra room to write in the armor, so couldn't resist.
Do you know how to take your sheet and view a field? So usually bio and info.
Yeah, I've
attributes
got the
and
attributes and abilities tab, but I can't. I looked in there and I didn't see a listing of my spells.
somewhere. Sorry, Twinkie, we're a little slow in getting everything. I do not see it.
I mean, I can always redo it. It's not like I said.
Yeah, we'd pick things, but yeah, I don't in the character sheet and break something.
Right, definitely. I remember I had magic missile and identify. I don't remember. I think I had 4 total, and I don't remember the other 2. Maybe know languages or speak languages or something like that. I can't remember. What
Yeah,
the
you were
second
more
edition was.
geared towards your spells were. I think you only had one combat spell.
Oh, definitely only one combat spell.
So yeah, we can clarify that for later. So
well, I was gonna say
Uncombat spell and it's magic missile.
there's a couple of spells in the Planewalker's Handbook, page 112, if you care, that I would be interested in knowing, at least at some point, if not initially.
yep. What spell is that?
One is Avoid Planar Effects, and the other is Portal Beacon.
Avoid planar effects sounds good. Okay. Let's try this again. Your character sees them coming down, Jeff. What do?
I say, you there? Just stop for who?
And which direction are you saying? You caught notice of both of them coming down. One from, you're in the valley. You're down below, of whatever the vor there before. We're along this path that you've been following, and the spire.
You said we're on a pathway. Is this like a road? Like this is a.
No, but it's the most worn. So it's the place where you see, more it's dusty. So just if you imagine for a moment somewhere out, the high plains, like in the Andes, you see the super altiplana kind of places.
Oh, Twinkie says yes.
Lost Twinkie. Sorry, Twinkie, we are having a slow start. We're finally getting going. Okay, so what do you do, Jeff?
Well, if I can see them both at the same time, I think Gex would probably be like frantically turning his head or body back and forth and trying to talk to both at the.
And are you waking everybody else who might be nodding or just you know.
He's probably just making a bunch of noise, but I'll leave it at that for the moment.
Seth and Jeff, Devin, and Gex, you not Gex, sorry, Dwargo. You hear mumbling and bumbling coming from Gex.
What's going on?
There's people approaching from both sides. We're in the middle of nowhere. There shouldn't be anybody out here. We shouldn't be out here.
Yeah, Drago develops an annoyed expression. Alright then. Let me put on my
There's a story about that.
So Mateo, you catch sight of this bungling group of 4. We'll have Twinkie there. Hopefully, we won't need too much from him. They're at the bottom of this valley. One of them is frantically trying to put his armor on.
And it's nighttime?
The rest are standing around, kind of trying to figure out what's going on.
It's nighttime, or
It's just dawn. Jeff's character, what the line I said when we closed last time is he notices that the mountains now appear closer because, of course, space doesn't work. Distance doesn't work the same in the Outlands. So it's just morning, just daybreak.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my thumb and forefinger between my teeth to curl my tongue and give a loud whistle into the valley and approach them. So hopefully they know I'm coming.
Yep. So you gave that, and you can hear it echo across the kind of hard pan that is the valley. And we'll cut over to Tarkovsky. Tariq, you catch sight of the group you've been sent to find.
Hello there. I'm looking for an idiot named Gex.
I'm not an idiot. My name's Gex.
You've been called that a lot lately, haven't you?
The gnome described you as an idiot.
He calls everybody that. Who are you?
I'm Tariq ibn Ziyad, mighty warrior and Lord of Flame. A gnome said I should come and stop you from getting killed.
Do you have any abilities to read his statement? Or would you care to determine if what he says is true, or whether he's exaggerating?
I don't have.
Drago rolls his eyes, refers to himself as a Lord of Flame.
I don't have any specific interpersonal abilities or anything. So, and I think Gex is probably pretty trusting initially, anyways.
Devin will just extend his hand and introduce himself. I'm Devin, it's good to meet you.
As to you, Tariq.
Yes. And you, I suppose. Are you a colleague of Gex, presumably?
Yes, I was assigned a similar mission to yours.
And
well, if it takes this many people to keep him alive, I'm a little not hopeful.
Well, I'm more to keep him advised than alive. It often amounts to the same thing out here.
Honestly, I don't know why he cares.
And
Gex just starts kind of like
come in. You just keep walking down as they begin to converse with this other new.
it this way, Gex. You're very popular.
And Mateo's character is also entering into the fray.
So, Mateo's a very young man. He's probably about 16, and let's see if I can find my actual description on this character sheet. Okay, character sheet. Oh, details. Okay. He's yeah, a young human male, probably about 16, with long brown hair and brown eyes. His complexion is ruddy rather than pale. So because he gets a lot of sun. Really no distinguishing features, like tattoos or scars or anything like that. But he's wearing like a long brown robe and a cloak, and he has a backpack on, and he's carrying a wooden shield, a medium-sized wooden shield, and a scimitar at his hip. And everyone probably heard him whistle from far off when he came down into the valley. And as I approach, I hold out my right hand, like palm facing everyone, not waving, but just to show that I'm not going for my scimitar or anything. And I'm just going to say, good morning, everyone. It is I, Mateo.
Good morning. Well met. Who do we know you?
Aye, this be another strange one.
No, I
Another
Ignore that.
don't think
from your
so.
master, perhaps.
I'm here to investigate the Vor. They are imbalanced in this area. My hierarchy has sent me to do so.
We would still have the Vor carcass here, wouldn't we?
Yep.
Like, I don't think, yeah, because we didn't really. So.
You inspected it, but you didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
What is a vor?
It is this wolf-like creature that lives here in the outlands. They're big and nasty.
You mean one of those? And Gex points over at the dead vor.
Oh, yes. Exactly.
It attacked us in the night.
Well, what a coincidence. Lucky me. Okay, I will take a look. And I'm going to take a look at whatever it is I'm supposed to look at on these vor.
Yep. It doesn't seem to be particularly helpful for a vor. It's got it's black skin, black mouth, where you'd expect to see, even very dark skinned hyenas or animals. Hyenas would be mottled, but most mammals go to pink. This one doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's been eating particularly well. Yeah, definitely on the weaker side.
Oh, this vor, it is the starvation. How do you say that? Anyways, it is malnourished. Yes. Very strange. I wonder why.
I suppose that explains why it came for us in the night. Any meat it could find.
He says it attacked us last night during the middle of the night.
A normal animal would not try to fight when it's outnumbered.
Hmm.
Are they normally alone like this, or do they roam in packs?
Would I know the
Be
answer
like
to that?
other dogs or hyenas.
Gargamond would know that. I'll give him this, that they would definitely almost always be in packs.
No, they would almost always be in packs. In fact, this is very strange. Very strange indeed.
Hmm. I suppose it could be that something killed the rest of its pack, but plenty of dangerous things in this part of the Outlands.
Gex starts like looking around, trying to figure out if he can tell where the animal came from, like which direction. Which, side note, Gex has no tracking ability or any knowledge of what animals do.
Yeah, tracking is this great ability, but it's only in the Ranger, so yeah, no Rangers. Yeah, you look around. You do see the mountains in the distance, and you do catch. I mean, that seems to be the only major landmark, except for this constant kind of undulating hard pan of kind of alternating valleys in this gray dust that heads spireward from Pandemonium, from Bedlam. That, not having any other special abilities. That's kind of, unless somebody has some special abilities or something.
Not for this.
Nope.
No. So, the gnome said he sent you to look for something interesting. I don't suppose this counts. I go over and kick the dead vor.
Probably not good enough, even though it's in an odd situation.
I think he might have enjoyed it more if it were alive, but it didn't give us the option.
And your master would be more interested in things of arcane, either whimsy or power.
Yeah, he's more interested in magical objects, artifacts, that sort of thing.
I'll turn to Mateo. Are vors safe to eat? I mean, since we did kill it, not let it go to waste.
Ooh,
I
I
would
thought
not.
about that.
I would not recommend eating any kind of predator unless you want some kind of parasite. Predators are prone to having parasites because they eat herbivores.
Well, and these eat carrion as well.
And these
I'm hearing
particular
that
creatures eat
drinks us away
carrion.
from the corpse.
These creatures are unclean.
Fair enough.
It would be like eating a vulture or something. It's kind of gross.
I'm suddenly not hungry for breakfast. Does anybody want to go ahead and start moving? And he starts like nervously looking at the hills.
Maybe
Looking
that
at
would
the
be a
hills,
good
huh?
idea. I'm glad I got so much sleep last night.
Alright, well, we should probably get moving, because this one was alone, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have friends somewhere.
Well,
Okay,
what are
so-
you waiting for?
Are you going to head spireward or... Sorry. Go ahead.
If someone is asking me, Gex would suggest more towards Spireward because that's where we were told the auto gnome was headed.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Sounds
good. Just keep to the original plan.
yep. So yeah, you want to make your way, continuing to follow that, and nobody has any tracking ability yet, right?
Right.
Well, I
Great.
do have an open proficiency slot. I guess I could take tracking. But that's a ranger thing, so I can't.
So you're gonna go with them, Matthias. What convinces you to bond with this?
So, are you guys adventurers? You guys kind of look like adventurers. I bet you guys are adventurers, right?
Well, until yesterday, I was an academic, but I guess now I am on an adventure. So would that make me an adventurer?
Cause
I just do whatever pays.
I've been wanting to, go on an adventure or two. Maybe I could kick it with you guys.
Well,
I
we
got
could
no-
definitely
I got
use
no
someone
problem
who
with
knows a
that.
little more about this area.
The more the merrier.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
When you were investigating these boar, have you come across any signs of anything else unusual coming through this area?
Nope. This is the first time I've seen a boar.
Hmm.
No, you haven't seen much of anything. You've kind of wandered, for a couple of days here looking for anything, and no signs of a vor. You did see the furthest out you'd been. You did see some shuffling footprints, but that was it.
I seen some shuffling footprints, but that was about it.
Well, what kind of footprints?
You know, the footy kind of prints.
Much
I don't know.
respect. Much respect.
We're tracking something about gnome-sized right now, so, well, trying anyways.
Tracking is in air quotes.
Well, tracking is not easy out here, even if you are a ranger.
Yeah, there's that too.
Well,
Yes,
I
it should
guess
be.
I'll keep my eyes out for a gnome when we're traveling on our adventures.
This should be a really interesting thing. It's supposed to be a mechanical gnome, what they call an auto gnome. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A mechanical man? It's amazing.
Wow, that's weird. That's against my religion. I can help you with that. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. That is against my religion.
I've seen such wonders in the city of brass.
Ew. That's a lot of metal. That's also against my religion.
It's not really made of metal. It would melt.
As you can see, even this shield of mine is made of wood. I can only use natural things, except for, of course, cutting instruments. For some reason, that is okay. See, my scimitar here is made of steel, but that's different because it is made for killing.
Sure.
Okay, then.
Interesting.
Whatever you need to justify it to yourself.
You know, it makes me feel, sleep better at night.
Note to self: druids are flammable.
Nice.
I ain't sorry yet.
No, I'm not.
I don't know who's speaking.
The Fire Ganassi.
Yeah.
And
alright.
yeah, No, I'll just go and stick my hand in the campfire and nothing happens.
Oh, that's a pretty cool trick. I can do that with a candle.
Can you show us where those footprints you found were? Might help. It might be what we're looking for. We could possibly get back on track.
Let's see here. Can I remember? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
They're headed back towards the mountains, so the direction
Oh.
this group is headed in.
It's actually the direction you guys are headed in, towards those mountains where I came from.
Oh, perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah. The GM's not going to make this difficult.
Well, in fairness, our one wilderness skill is I do have direction sense, so I can at least keep us pointed in one direction and stick to it.
I have that as well.
Well, at least you don't need a compass. So you guys trudge in that direction, and it quickly becomes trudging. You start out at a decent, but the sun, it's not necessarily hot. It's just constant and present. And there's something about it that just seems weighty. Like if you've trudged in the snow, and it feels like that, just this kind of weighty going. And but you stop for your midday meal and no problems. The terrain, it's again, the mountains don't seem to move any closer. And then you move again, and about 3 in the equivalent of 3 in the afternoon, you do indeed find some shuffling footsteps that go off, and then they're near to the path. They're just a little bit off, and as you follow them, there's a sign that it falls down. You kind of can see where it moves around, and then it seems to get back up, and it then seems to be down again a little bit further on, and then it seems to be dragged. And it's the path right now is kind of on and it was dragged down on the right side, down over a kind of a cobbly, broken shale, gray decline and down, and it doesn't, and it's lost. You kind of lose the sense of any kind of clear patterns as it moves from the hard pack and dust of the main path and into that shale and broken stone.
It looks like something got a hold of it. Are the footprints small, like gnome-sized?
They appear to be, roughly gnome-sized.
Okay.
But they sink a little bit further in the sand than you'd think would be normal for a gnome.
Okay, so this is probably our guy. Well, I can't imagine Vor did this, or any kind of animal wouldn't really be interested in something made of metal.
Unless it was some sort of giant magpie.
Yeah.
A normal person?
There might have been something on it.
Maybe. It's not going to be easy to figure out where they dragged it, but if a halfling was able to rip a piece off the thing, it might have lost some more going across rocks and whatnot, so maybe debris trail.
Oh!
Unfortunately, none of you have any great skills to determine if there's a trail, but you could go in the direction of use yourself.
Probably our best bet, I think.
So you follow the general direction that it headed off the path then?
Sure.
That would seem to be our best bet.
So as you
We'll follow him.
As you come through it, you notice the ground as it levels off at the bottom of the decline seems to be not pockmarked, but there seems to be a number of small holes all around it, and you see these kind of gopher like, a little bit bigger than kind of, if you imagine a gopher was a holes scattered around in this lower section, this little valley. The holes are kind of drop down. They're pretty deep from I'm telling you this before you get too close to them, so you're probably 30 feet from the first of these holes.
How big is the area where the holes are? Is it just like, could we go around it easily, or was there really only way forward is across this area?
Oh, you could go around it. It's probably 1,000 feet wide. It's not huge. It's landscape, but it's not insurmountable.
I take it the pits lead to a bottomless abyss.
You're in the Outlands. They could go anywhere.
I don't know. Let's go find out. Could be interesting.
All right. Have fun getting eaten.
Wait, who said that? Jeff didn't see.
Tarek.
Well, what lives down there?
I don't know. I'm just assuming it wants to eat you.
It could be a vegetarian.
It probably isn't, though.
Do the tracks that we've been following seem to go in that direction?
You've lost the tracks. You just were following the general direction of the tracks you had a while, off. But the ground does not seem conducive to your ability to find tracks. None of you having any substantial tracking ability.
Of course, it's possible that whatever lives in those holes was the thing that grabbed the auto-gnome.
And if it is, we should go look, right? I mean, we
How-
won't learn unless we look.
How big are the holes, roughly?
The holes, they appear to be, maybe 4 feet, 5 feet wide. Dark from where you are.
So it's dark down the holes.
Well, you're about 30 feet away from them. You can get closer, but
Is there anything to tie a rope to?
I don't know. It's lots of small rock. Is there anything you've got to tie a rope to?
Yeah, I'm not tying my rope to my weapon. That'd be silly. Like, I do have like 60 feet of infravision. If I get close enough to the holes, can I see some distance down there?
You want to get closer to the holes?
Yeah, sure, why not? Someone's gotta do it.
1,001 12-year-old responses just came through my head.
So, as you move closer to the first nearest dark hole, you get close enough to peek in, so like the edge. Just so I know what to describe.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, as you get close enough to it.
Let's see if this kills me.
Yeah, 'cause is right up there with you though, because he's curious.
Yeah. So you peek down. Gex, you don't have infravision, do you?
60 feet worth.
Okay. So you do make out maybe 30 feet down a dangling body. You're unsure with infravision, going from light to dark and all of that, exactly what you see, but about 30 feet down there, and it's straight down, and does seem to be caught or snagged on something.
Describe the body for me.
Gnomish size.
Look, that could be it. Look, do you see? Is it giving off heat, by the way?
No.
So we're seeing it as like a cold spot in the tunnel?
So it's about 30 feet down. Ropes are about 50 feet. And currently it's stuck. So it doesn't matter how good a condition it's at the moment, right? Here's I want to try get permission, Tom.
What's that?
I want to get my rope, tie an end to one of my javelins, and is this dirt or sand?
It's kind of it's a mix of that. You know, it's that. Think of Andean desert kind of thing. You know, rocks, sand, some. You know, it's not particularly pleasant.
Yeah, I'm just like, can I get my javelin in deep enough that I can climb down without, risking it falling apart?
How long's your javelin?
Doesn't say, but it's a medium-sized weapon, and real-life javelins are about
8 feet.
And I'm going to share one of my favorite quotes as it applies to adventuring.
Nice.
I mean, I could just hold the other end of the rope. How much do you weigh?
150 pounds. The javelin length is... Oh! About 8 feet.
Isn't that what you
Oh,
said?
you should get stuck in things nicely with that. Good.
I think
Matter of
that's
fact,
like
you
an
could
Olympic
just-
javelin.
Yeah, you could just put that across. At 8 feet, you could just put that across the opening. And your spear is a long spear, so you could also use that and just hold on to the javelin, I guess. You've got 2 items that could be used to bridge that.
I have 10 javelins.
What,
Yeah.
your time?
So you could easily make something to descend.
Yeah, that's my plan then. I'm going to use the javelins to do.
Do you have any skills that would aid you in descending on a rope?
Oh well, if it's like rope climbing and such, I'd just make a climb check then.
Yeah.
You start off with like 50. What was the percentage, Josh? 45% at level 1, or was it 40? Yeah, because all characters start off with the ability with like a 40% chance. There's a chance to climb, and ropes give you like another 50%. Like
It's base.
check out.
It's base 40, and I think ropes give 25. Abundant handholds give like 40. I am skilled in climbing,
Oh, is that one?
so I'd be willing to go down. Instead, whoever does it, if they want to have a reasonable chance, is gonna have to take off their armor. So
I really like that.
I can go down. I'm not wearing armor.
Peg and really need some Josh. Bad.
Just look at see skills, which is
That's why
yep,
I'm so
climb
good.
walls.
This is a good piece.
Scores.
Oh,
Everybody
God,
starts
wow.
off with
I wanted to hold
a
it.
thief starts with 6. Everybody else starts off with 40,
Hmm.
and the adjustments are the rope.
So climbing modifier is rope and wall plus 55.
oh yeah.
Table 66.
Yep. Table
Okay.
66.
So it's effectively a wall. You're descending into something.
Yep, rope and wall is 55%. I have a 40% chance to
But-
do it.
It is crumbly, so it's not slippery. It's crumbly, so less 25%. So when you grab for things, you know, because it's this packed dirt that's been dug through. Think of like is it a lion ant? Is that what it is? Those nasty little boogers that dig.
Oh yeah.
Antlions.
Yeah, antlion, kind of like that. Like as you go down into this hole, you kind of pull bits and pieces off. So
Alright, I understand.
40% plus 55 makes it 95, but less 25.
That's 25 is.
I can do it
70%.
at a 90% chance with all the modifiers.
Yeah, I'm
I'm willing
a
to
dwarf,
do
so
it.
I'm a dwarf, so I have a 10% penalty to climb checks. Actually, yep, you can do it.
Do you have infravision as an asim?
I do 60 feet.
You all you infravision.
All us half breeds.
I'm a
Okay,
full-blooded dwarf. Thank you very much.
give it a roll.
That's why I'm a deep dwarf. I have more than 60 feet of infravision. Never mind.
See how you do descending into the pit.
Yay!
Great. So you make your way down, and you do see a metallic body. It looks like it's been can openered somehow. It looks like the chest is missing parts of it. There seems to be a hinge on it, on the front of it, or on the. You're looking at this mechanical gnome. And there does appear to be a hinge on it that could open, so you could look inside. But it looks like something has come out of it, burst out of it, torn out of it.
What's it dangling from now that I'm down here and like right on it? Like what's got it stuck in this part of the hole?
It appears to be that there's maybe there's filaments. Maybe you can't without closer investigation. It doesn't seem to be floating per se, but it looks kind of like it's floating. Maybe it's resting on something.
Gex hollers out. Can you see it?
Now that I'm deeper in the hole, if I look down, can I see anything more? Do I see the bottom? Is there anything else down there?
You don't see the bottom, but a good ways off, maybe another 45 feet, you do see dark side passages or something. Something gives depth to the sides or changes the sides a bit of the way down.
Okay. If I got a good grip on this thing, could they haul it and me up on the rope?
I don't know.
I think that would be a strength check, which I have a pretty good chance of passing.
Well, I mean, you could put like 3 of you on the rope too, so that
Yeah,
should
that's
be.
fair. Give me like a bonus for each person on the rope, yeah.
I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to get it out of here, because it's not going to be easy for me to cling to the sides of a crumbly hole and tie a rope to it.
Okay, so you're gonna try and tie a rope to it?
There's not anything. There's not like a good place on the wall of the hole for me to like get a grip and stabilize myself, is there? Or
Do
could I
you
just
reach
wedge
to the wall?
because it's only like 4 or 5 feet wide?
Yeah, I mean it's like being stuck in a well almost,
Okay.
but with crumbly sides.
Yeah. I will brace myself good, as best I can, and kind of loop the rope a few times around my waist, but with slack at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not tied off on me necessarily, but then I can tie the end to the gnome while I'm working. So I've kind of got a safety net a bit while I try to secure this thing so we can haul it out.
Okay, so as you reach to, you're gonna reach to tie it off.
Yeah, I was just gonna tie it to like its foot or something.
Yeah,
Um,
as you kind of reach to tie it off, it begins to, adjust, and you kind of sense that it's, it shifts a little bit, and as it does that, you begin to hear skittering.
Was that exciting or what? My jaw was
okay.
stuck.
I'm just
And-
going to grab it and yell, "Pull me up! Pull 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 me up!"
Yep, pulling.
So okay, now as you say that, from the sides burst some skittering creatures. And would you like to roll your initiative?
I sure would.
Yeah, okay, so we're trying to pull him up. That'd be medium base speed.
Yeah, he's 30 feet down. And as you start to pull him up and he's holding on to it, those threads are resisting. So I'd like you to roll strength. Both. Are you going to let go, by the way? Or are you going to hold on?
If it doesn't feel like it's gonna, I'll see how I roll. I'm gonna try to hold on it first because, But if I fail this check, I'm going to let go.
Alright, so just him or me too for the strength check?
Well, if he's not letting go, then it's just you, Dwargo. So and your initiative is 10.
Yep. So
Bottom of the, well, not quite bottom. Now, Gex, you're not. Are you going to run to the side and try and do something helpful? Is that what you're going to do?
I was already at the side with him. And
Yep.
yes, I'd be trying to be helpful, pulling on the rope.
Okay. And anybody else going to rush to the side? Dwargo's hands are kind of occupied. I mean, he could do something. But he's probably going to pull. Anybody else rolling to get engaged?
Tarek will move up and help pull the rope.
Tarek's going to help with the rope.
I will help with the rope. Of course.
Garg is going to help with the rope. Okay. So even if all you're pulling, you're going to do is by all of you contributing your efforts to pull, you guys are going to be able to get him.
sure you want us all to roll for this, or do we just do it?
I'm going to say if 3 of you guys are doing it, you do it. If you've got Tar, Mateo, and Dwargo tied up in it, and Seth too. Seems like everybody's pulling on this thing.
Oh, and apparently Gex is just like he's
so-
not really helping.
Well, that's okay. Gex, you're not top of the order. Let's see. Tar is, but he's helping. Okay, so the nasty little creature bursts out and grasps on, and it swings in towards Devin's character there in the pit, and
I
it
use the gnome
comes
for
in,
cover.
comes in on this, and yeah. So as you're kind of trapped on there, it's pulling, all of it's going on, and he's going to try and hit. What's your AC?
I'm
Oh.
not armored because I took my studded leather off
Yeah,
to.
he gets you. He rolled really well. Don't worry.
Well, yeah,
No,
my AC I think it's just a 9 right now, so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not hard to hit. Unless you're
No,
giving me something for the gnome.
No, he really gets you quite good. And he's gonna do his first attack of the round. And he's gonna take a chomp out of you for 3 damage. This is the first one of them. And he's got a second action for the end of the round. But that's his first attack. And now Gex.
What does this thing look like?
It looks kind of like a nasty lobster. White, chitinous, 8 legs, pinchy arms, shoots webs, or shoots a goop that it's filament that it swung in on. And there are 2 of them that have burst through the walls.
Chitinous, you say? I don't think my dart's gonna do a whole lot of good. I guess I will start casting magic missiles. So add 1 to my my initiative because it takes 1 casting time.
Okay. And anybody 6 or better? 6 or better. Everybody else is tied up, and I'm not gonna. Yeah. So the next one swings in as well and tries to go at you. It also does very well on its roll. But this time, no.
How big are these things?
These suckers are not terribly big. They are size they're human size, medium, 7 feet long.
Okay. Can 2 of them get at me while I'm still in the hole? Because I thought it was like 4 feet wide.
Doesn't say how big they are that way. They look kind of.
Okay.
I mean, I can throw a picture in. Come on.
I mean, also, they burst through the walls, so maybe the hole's a little wider now.
Yeah, there's like dust and crap falling on you.
Yeah.
No, this one tries to get you with its. So it shoots a spinneret of its thing at you, and you are. It's gonna hold you and slow you down as they try and pull you up. So he's gonna affect the rest of the crowd. It's gonna take 2 rounds at least to get him out now, as this nasty has. Yeah, it can pull 400 pounds of weight at 15 feet per round, and it has has a strength of 18/00.
Damn.
So you are all of a sudden now being held. And now next in the order is, if somebody wants to play
2D.
Yeah, Vitidi. Since he can shoot things, I can give you access to his sheet.
I can do that.
Okay. I don't know why the sheets are giving my computer such trouble. Okay.
Yeah, it might be rendering the useless background.
You should have access to that guy. If you want a roll for his initiative too.
Yeah, sure. 1 second. I tried to open it while it was still loading in the new sheet, so it's it's like, no, don't want to do anything now. Let's see. The only offensive spell I see on his sheet is a touch spell. I don't think he wants to get that close. Let me look at his weapons real quick.
I think he has daggers. Or maybe
Yeah,
that's
what he threw at the Vor.
in the direction of the Vor.
Yeah.
Because I think he's not even skilled with them, right? I can't remember.
1 second. I don't know. Well, it says dagger on his weapon proficiency.
Oh, then he's skilled. Good.
Yeah, all right. I'll throw a dagger. Yeah, here's my initiative first. well, his initiative.
That works out. Okay. Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice. He rolled a 17 on that.
So he does. It actually does hit this nasty little beastie. Right? I think. Yep. It does hit. So roll for damage. And he gets multiple attacks per round, I believe.
Yeah, it's 2 around for a dagger.
Okay, he didn't have that on his sheet, but I'll do that. Might be a transference thing.
Yeah, I know my weapons were messed up on the transfer.
There's the damage on that first.
Nice.
Okay.
1 second, let me do this right here. Okay, now for the second hit.
Oh no.
I don't know if that hit or not. I don't know what their AC is.
Sorry, hold on. Mathing. Sorry. No, that does not hit. It glits off of its chitinous shell.
Okay.
I gave Devin his first action. Everybody else is pulling. Yeah, it's gotten suddenly much harder. You'd thought you'd get him up in 1 round. That quick panicked. But as you're pulling him up, you suddenly feel it. It pulls back down. It's kind of like that moment of like, wait a minute. And everybody kind of has to adjust their step as an 1800 yanks on the other side. And it slows it down. It's kind of now like trying to pull an engine block.
Nice.
Do you see the web that the Do you see the web that's attached that that we're attached to here?
Well, now there's a web it's attached to Tariq's.
I don't know if I can cut it.
Well, you're up top, and he's 30 feet down below. Now you're welcome to let go. I'm fine with that.
Let's not get hasty here.
Get the trap.
Alright, so here's the thing. So we're in limbo, or are we losing ground? Are we gaining ground?
Well, with the way you guys rolled, if you want to roll, I was going to just make it slow it down.
Hey, actually, I did not roll a strength check. Hold up. Okay, that was
not going to be good against an 1800.
How are you getting the macro to roll versus your strength score? I'm not seeing that on my sheet.
click on attributes. Also, if we're doing like strength rolls and it also has a strength roll, it would be an opposed strength check. Whoever got closer to their strength number would win.
It
Alright.
beat
Actually, I
you in
think-
that.
Yep. Yeah.
On
they're
on a straight roll, it beat you.
So I gain a little bit of ground through my action.
No, it beats you.
Oh crap!
So you guys stutter step and move forward. Or not move forward, but you don't gain any traction pulling him. Yeah. So Tariq, you're gonna. It has another attack on you, or it can. Let's see if it does.
Well, I'm not down there.
Oh, sorry, not you. Sorry, Devin. It is another attack on you. Your armor class was
9 currently, unless I get cover of any kind from the gnome.
It does hit. It does.
So which one's hitting? And the one holding on to the silk or the one on
No,
the...
one of them shot him and is holding on to him. The other is attacking him, and that does 3 damage to you in its second attack. It probably is making mincemeat out of you as a level 1.
I am at 1. Again.
Yeah, being stuck in a hole with the...
It's the Vor fight all over again.
It's the...
Right, do you think you guys can, maintain the hold at least?
I think what we've really learned from all of this is monsters in the Outlands really love the taste of ASMR.
Yeah, it's just been continual bad days for you.
You did go down the dark hole by yourself.
Fairness, then I would have gone down the dark hole by myself, but...
You didn't try and fish it out. You didn't...
Oh,
go down.
That was kind of my plan here. I was trying to see if I could,
I can see
I mean,
it
what
now.
are we gonna fish out a big metal gnome with that we have in our equipment list?
Did nobody take a grapnel?
Does anyone have a grapnel?
You
X
could have
was not
bought it.
prepared for adventure.
There's a t-shirt.
Uh,
Okay. So I believe that's everybody who's actually engaged in it, and I believe we were re-rolling every round.
Yes.
Yep, that's how it works.
So if you want to roll,
Alright, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to save,
and if you guys want to, continue your efforts to pull, you may be pulling up limp bodies. So,
Yep, you know what? Alright, try to maintain this hold.
6 tar 5 Gex
That 10 was for Gex himself. Now I'll roll for Vatiti.
10 Mateo 5 Dwargo 10.
Actually, I don't really know what to roll for Vatiti because he's also now out of daggers.
He only had 1 dagger.
He had 2.
And
Down the dark hole.
Yeah, now they're down the Antlion hole.
I'll give you a 1d2 to throw rocks.
Okay.
Actually, also,
I don't know what to say.
I know the hole's 30 feet dark. I mean, 30 feet deep, but how deep in it is, sorry, I keep forgetting character's name. Seth? Right,
Devin is the character's name.
Yeah. How far down is Devin right now?
Oh, he's most of the 30 feet.
I wonder because because my spear's reach of like 10 feet, so can I just, go over and poke, or do I have to go down and then attack?
You'd have to go down to it to get to the spiders. Not the spiders, the things. They're not spiders, actually. So we've got Tar at 5, Vet TD at 5, Mateo at 5. Dwargo at 10, Gex at 10, Devin at 6, Nasty Creature number 1 at 4, Nasty Creature number 2 at 7. Tide rolls. Do we roll another d10? What is the
go
simultaneous? Yeah, and just it happens at the same time. So I swing at you, you swing at me, we both die. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I hit, you hit. We both die at the same time. Okay, so top of the order is Nasty Creature number 1, who's been doing the chomping. I think he's going to try and shoot and hold you. Yeah, he does. So he squirts a thing at you. And, I'm not running. I don't have tokens set up right now. So he goobers you, and so both of them are holding on. Now you've got 2 double 18 or 18 double zeros latched onto your body, while other guys pull on you. Care to describe how you feel right now, Devin?
Well, It depends on if shock is setting in from all the bite wounds I've sustained in the last 24 hours.
They're not poisonous, so you've got that going for you.
I imagine you know what taffy feels like now.
Yeah. It's reopening my vor wounds.
Stretch.
Got
Okay.
in my raccoon wounds.
So that was first in the order. Tar, if you want to go do anything, or just you want to roll strength.
I guess.
I mean, at this point, I don't know. Go. It's really. I mean, letting go might be a bad idea. But...
The antlion hole is.
I made it again by 4.
So if it goes over in a strength roll,
That's a failure.
fails. So the first one fails, but the second one beats you. So 11800 is holding on for dear life. So you're gonna continue to hold Vititi. Throw those rocks.
Yes, those are rock.
So you want to roll a d20. I won't require a skill. He knows how to throw things.
Actually, you probably should have a sling.
He's just dropping the rocks. So no.
He doesn't have a sling in his list.
No, yeah, it just sends rocks by. Mateo, sorry.
Could I try to cut? Or I'm sorry. We're still pulling the guy up on the rope, right?
You're still trying to pull.
Okay. So can I use? Have we succeeded yet in doing that?
No.
Or, okay. So could I make my attempt?
Yep.
Is it just a strength check?
Just a strength check, and it'll do a versus. Unfortunately, rolling against 2.
So that's probably not going to cut it.
No.
Drat, I wasn't strong enough. It's a good thing I'm not a warrior.
The taffy pull is real and it's not very fair.
It's a very bad day down. But that does kind of occupied, so they're not going to be chomping on you. But Devin,
Okay, well, I can't really do anything physical.
you can. Yeah, you're kind of pinned down there. Yeah, you're.
Yeah. So it's a long shot, but it might work. I am going to roll Bardic Knowledge. Maybe I can find some kind of weakness these creatures have.
Nice.
Oh,
But I will probably fail because I'm first level, and so the chance is very low. Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, you were close too.
Nice.
I can't see clearly through all the webbing.
oh well, that was close. Close. Okay. Is that your only thing that you were planning on doing?
I mean, I can't cast a spell, and I can't really attack anything, so that's really all
I mean, you
can
could
do.
try and cut the filament, I guess, or you could. I don't know. Yeah, you were probably your hands are.
I don't have
you've
anything
got
to
to
cut
know
with.
how to
Like,
know.
I can't use edged weapons. I'm a cleric in 2nd edition.
I'm glad we sent the cleric down the hole.
Yep, because this is ending greatly, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I should say just gentlemen.
Yeah. The one downside to playing 2e, I think the number of women players is probably not that many. Okay, Gex.
Yeah. It's like maybe 5%.
Gex is going to pick up another rock and throw after Vitidi's example. Well, no, he's got darts. I'll just throw my darts. Why not?
I thought. Wait, did you fire your second? Did you shoot your? You didn't shoot your second. Sorry, correct from last round. You have a second magic missile, right?
No, I only have one spell per per day.
Yeah.
Yeah, second edition wizards are painful to be at level 1. Because basically you get one spell, you bloody load for the day, go get a nap.
One of them might have hit.
Yeah. What? One of them does hit. Yeah.
Hey, darts are good.
Woohoo! Max
free.
damage.
Did you aim at the one that was initially taking bites of him, or were you aiming at the second one that just has been holding him the whole time? The one you hit was the one that was taking bites. The one that was hit by the magic missile.
Yeah, I would be aiming at.
Okay. Sadly, it rolled really well for its hit dice. I apologize for that. Random, man. Random is never fair. And I feel like my D8 is sick. My D8 did not want you guys to live.
It clearly doesn't.
No. It didn't either for the stupid Vor. It rolled high on the...
That wasn't just your D8 on the Vor. That was every die involved.
Yeah, Dwargo.
Yep. If Dwargo's gonna let go of the rope, he's going to can I slide? Can I slide down the hole?
They're pretty much occupying the hole. If you were to jump, land on them. No, I don't know what would happen if you do that.
Okay, can I just like get down there and stab them without injuring myself? That's the million dollar question here.
What happens when you jump 30 feet in second edition?
3d6 damage.
3d6 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Would not be recommended. Maybe you could like.
Unless you have time.
I would take a dex or something like that to like jam a spear or something into the.
Javelins, I'll throw them.
Okay. Nasty number 1 who's been taking bites, or nasty number 2 who's just holding on?
Everyone looks like it's the closest to dying.
The one that's been hit twice, as opposed to the one that's not been hit at all.
Yep, sure. I recall javelins have like two attacks, one at the beginning, one at the end. So javelin number 1. AC of 5.
Oh. I think it missed. Yeah, it does not hit.
Fantastic. Okay, javelin number 2. AC of 1.
That does hit. Nice, 19. Right.
Alright, yep, javelins do a d6 of damage, but I do get to add my strength. If I remember my throwing weapons correctly.
Yep. I think as long as you're in like short range, but you definitely are.
So eat that, you ver.
Good.
5 points of damage.
It is still up.
Great.
But it does hiss at you. It's not happy at being hit. That was a pretty good whack. And roll your initiative. I don't remember rolling initiative so many times, but I guess. Well, that's good. You guys will do better this time. Dwargo now gets a 5. Oh, Tark gets 2. X gets 4.
I'm rolling for Vitidi's dagger, even though he doesn't have daggers anymore. I even left him a note on his character sheet about that.
Sorry, I used all your daggers. Buy more next time.
They're kind of down a hole.
Down a dark hole. Devin and Mateo. I need initiative
Well,
from you.
I really don't have any actions I can take, so
You're just gonna pray.
I can't attack and I can't cast a spell, and none of my abilities work on anything once a combat has begun. So
I guess the only good thing is that they decided to use filaments on you.
well,
They're not deciding to eat you quite yet.
they just wanted to eat me live, so you know.
They're
Yeah.
saving you for later.
And
Yeah.
Mateo, oh man.
The bugs are
12.
sadists.
Okay,
Have to savor an ASMR like a fine wine.
Tariq, you're up first.
He tastes like sparkles.
I guess I'm pulling the.
Okay, you want to roll? And actually, I'm gonna roll. They beat you. I was gonna roll. I decided, oh, I'll see what the resistance on the gnome attachments are. No. Rock. Next up in the order is Dwargo.
Let's keep these javelins going. I've got like 8 more. So let's see how this works out. And that one's double digits. Darn it. Okay, and for this one, also double digits.
Okay, yeah, so whiff and whiff.
That's all I can do then. Got 6 left.
They begin pulling. That actually sucked, and that actually sucked. So they start to try and pull you down, but if you want to roll, Dwargo, you're at the. Oh no, you let go. Who's holding on? If you want to roll strength. Yeah, actually, you beat the 2 of them, so they're further away. So yeah, they try and pull, and you feel it, but you actually manage to resist these massive, nasty boogers that are pulling on your friend. I rolled them both, so that actually they'll be done. 5, 6, 2. Okay, and now Dwargo went. Vititi throws.
Sling.
Throw the rock. He doesn't have a sling, seriously.
What wizard doesn't get slings?
I have darts.
Darts
What
are
wizard
good.
doesn't bring extra ammunition? Didn't want to spend that starting gold?
Maybe it
What
was
do you
an
mean? I didn't.
encumbrance thing. He could only carry 2 daggers before he was weighted down.
It was winded. Mateo, you're up.
Yep, so I'd say being level 1 uphill battle.
Amazingly enough, the reason we don't have a grappling hook is because it would have put me over my encumbrance limit. I was totally gonna buy one.
I am going to try to pull the rope up.
I didn't get a grappling because I weren't sure we were allowing arms and equipment.
It's in the PHB.
You know, the reason why I have 2 of them is so that they don't kill him, but that means that you have twice as hard to beat the strength, and one of them failed and one of them beat you.
Okay.
So
Drat. This is the 3rd time.
this is the opposed strength, man. The things you find out you don't know about a system until you.
Oh, Drat. This is the 3rd time.
pull. Yeah, I guess top of the order. I mean, reroll your initiative. Oh, that's crappy. That's good. Oh, that's not crappy. That's not good. Yeah, I know what it's gonna do. So roll your initiative here. Oh, for some reason I was delayed. Apologies.
D10 plus 4.
So you're 4 again, Gex. Dwargo's 14.
Also, Vitidi's in there. Or, yeah, Vitidi's in there as
Roll.
well.
Yep, I rolled a 9, guys. I rolled a 10, guys. Yeah.
TD is a 6. Teo's a 4. And Tariq is 9. Okay. First to go is the one that's been holding on the longest. And it lets go and it begins skittering up the hole.
Oh crap, it's coming towards us. Oh crap, look at it. It's so...
Yeah, hold on. Its movement is...
so ugly.
1. Movement of 1 is what?
Pretty slow.
Yeah,
like a human is.
Feet.
Yeah, it begins slow moving up the hole.
Behold.
Is it
so
in
ugly.
stabbing range yet?
That would put it at 25 feet at the end of the round.
Then no. Soon,
It
TM.
is climbing towards us.
It's
Behold.
less of an ambush predator than a hope something dies on my porch predator.
Look
That's
at all of
exactly
its
what it
legs.
is.
Look how ugly it is. I see its many eyes glinting in the dark. What are those,
Yeah.
fangs? Ew.
So there you go. So that was the first action of the round. That had a 1. So moving up the order, we've got Gex and Mateo. So you're going to stare blankly at these things?
Oh, no, he's.
Oh, you still got darts. Good.
I'm
Are you
going
going to throw at the one that's coming up the hole or the one that was damaged but is down the hole?
Definitely the one that's coming up the hole at this point.
And I'm gonna keep pulling the rope. Yeah.
Dig deep.
Oh, nice. 1 failed. 2 failed. So yeah, you
Yes.
managed to pull him up halfway. So he's
4th time is the charm.
okay. Yeah. So on your so suddenly yeah, finally we beat 2. The odds well, actually you'd beat 1 because the guy had let go and the one rolled a 5. So yeah, you shoots up and
Good dart shot. Nice.
Roll damage one more time. It's a crit.
Oh,
okay,
wow,
yeah.
is it?
So Gex hits,
Yeah.
and at the same time, Devon's character begins flying up with the autognome, bits of the autognome dragging behind him, and he grazes by this nasty little booger that's been trying to get at him. And what do you do for damage there? Rolls
Behold
2.
the power of the dart.
You did 3 damage. Is that what I read?
Total, yes.
Yeah, it's angry, and it looks more determined to move 5 feet the next round. So you guys both acted. So now, yeah, Devon's character is 15 feet from the top. As a result of that action, and for 6, Fatidi goes. Throws a rock with a prayer. Do you just want me to roll, Gex? Or Jeff?
Oh,
Vititi?
I'm sorry. What?
Do you just want me to roll for Vititi?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, not so much. Yeah. Poof. Rock goes by.
I put rocks on his sheet, but
That's Mark Cohn.
But you got
Sorry.
a prayer in Memphis.
Yeah.
We'll try to find some dagger-shaped rocks after we're done and hope he doesn't notice the difference.
Obsidian daggers, do they count?
what is this, Athos?
Yeah.
So Gex. Oh wow. Hot darn. No, you hit him. D2.
2D, or no, he had D2.
Rocks are a good weapon, apparently.
They rock.
– Epic 2
Dang.
damage.
So was that to the one that's been injured or the uninjured one that was climbing up the hole?
I'm gonna assume Vititi would be throwing the rock at whatever the closest one was. So the one coming up.
Well, actually, I'm not unsure that it's actually not the injured one. Would the injured one have gotten dragged up with that success because it was holding on? So you just ended up of dragging up the cave spider, or whatever it is, the cave thing, not cave spider. In my mind, you did. You just dragged up the cave thingy along with him. So actually, the nearest one is the injured, and it's attached to Devin. And so now it's kind of dangling and pulling him down, and angry and chittering. So, which is good because you almost killed that. I mean, I imagine a well-placed heel strike might point. Moving up through the order, we did Vititi, Tariq.
All right, I'll see if I can get Devin up the rest of the way.
Yeah, because only one is holding on right now. So. And you will, unless you roll poorly. Oh,
I rolled quite poorly.
it wins. Okay. It shouldn't have won, but it did. So yeah, it kind of keeps it there. And it's going to try and... Well, I was just going to have it continue to pull, so it's going to pull. Wow. So why don't you guys roll against it? You guys are holding on. And that's as good. And who else is holding on? Or are you the only one now?
It is me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys keep it from pulling Devin back down. So you succeed.
Yay!
And Devin is having a bad.
Well, if you the same.
And Duargo, I believe you're batting cleanup.
Did they get
Yep.
you? Put a tourniquet
I
on
can
it.
roll.
You missed on that one.
It'll be okay.
Oh, good job, Nick.
Alright,
Oh, it's on your
let's-
neck? Oh, shit.
Missed on that one. Poof, poof.
Or left.
Okay, you get out your D10s.
I tell you, my THAC0 is just garbage right now.
Okay. Interestingly enough, the first monster has rolled the same number 3 times in a row.
We all have terrible THAC0. We're all level 1.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts though because I'm a fighter. I do. Here though, my THAC0 is exactly the same as my THAC0 is just so bad. Like, I imagine creatures have AC4 or AC3.
Oh man, you guys are gonna... I think you guys may kill something this round. If you can...
It's like, because I have another fighter I regularly play. Hitting that AC will be child's play. Here though, it's just uphill battle.
Yeah, but he's like almost a high master.
Yeah, Gex, I assumed your first roll was you, but I'm now confused.
Oh no, it's I put it in the main chat. It's the first roll was Vititi, the second roll was me. There's no, for some reason apparently it does not care like which character sheet you're rolling it from. It just
Yep.
does it from the person in chat.
And Mateo, do we have a roll for you?
For
And
strength?
Devin, you just for new initiative.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Ouch. Oh shit! I go last.
Okay.
No.
No, you don't. Dwargo's keeping the faith here. So, hold on. I have to do movements for them from last round. Okay. So the one that's the damaged and lowest is moving up. Tariq, you're first.
That barely makes.
Here. And you beat that, so you managed to give you that full 15 feet as flying up, looking like he lost a fight with a Cuisinart blade. And he hits the surface. Unfortunately, that also means you pulled up one of these nasty.
It's okay. Walk it off.
Yeah, well, yeah, but one of these nasties is there now.
Well, I'll probably crawl it off, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Here, let me put a tourniquet on it. Oh, it's on your neck? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So you pulled Seth and or Devin and one of these nasties up together. So you did a good job fishing. Next in the order is Vititi. Now Vititi is next to a thing.
Hey, he can use that touch spell.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Apparently, he doesn't have any of the stats on Chill Touch, and I didn't bother to look it up. So he's casting Chill Touch.
Okay.
Getting it up. It's not a spell I've ever actually cast in any edition of D&D.
Well, I think it's in that's out of.
No,
It's
it's
in-
player's
it's in player.
handbook.
It is?
I've got it here. Touched creature rolls a successful save versus spell or suffers 1d4 points of damage and loses a point of strength.
Magic resistance. No magic resistance. Okay.
But the wizard has to make a successful melee attack first.
Yeah, he's gotta touch it.
Un momento. I'm guessing that's just like a bare strength test, since he doesn't have there's no unarmed line.
It's just a basic attack.
Does he roll with his dagger skill or just?
He's considered proficient.
Oh, you accidentally had him roll a feat of strength.
But an 18 should hit.
18 should hit.
Well, I had him roll a feat of strength because I didn't know any other way to do that.
Yeah. But no, it's a melee attack, just like hitting someone with a spear or a dagger or anything. But his stat goes 20, and an 18 would hit AC 2, and we know that can hit them. So.
Yeah. Stupid question. You said roll save versus spell.
Yes.
On a monster with no resistance.
So he still makes a saving throw.
Yeah, the monster saving throws are in the DMG.
Yeah.
It's just based off hit die.
And you basically choose what its class is based on its abilities.
I would say this thing would qualify as a warrior.
Possibly.
It can cast spells. It can climb. But primarily fights by biting at you and shooting web. I think that'd be like a warrior.
Yeah, maybe. It's all up to the DM.
What else would it be, Josh?
It's all up to the DM. Could be
Oh,
a
yeah,
sound
well,
for
now
all I know.
Hold on, let me flail through the DMG here. Saving throw. Blah blah blah.
Maybe it's a sound assist. You know, I mean, you never know. You never know.
If a Sonic, we'd be dead.
Or would you?
73 and 91.
Or would you just?
Sorry,
think
guys.
You were dead.
All good.
Or would you be really dead and just think you were alive?
Come on, give me a nice, boring chart here. No such luck. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I
Most
got it.
monsters use the warrior group table unless they have something that distinctly make them another class.
Okay, and it's a rollover saving throw, right? So
Yeah,
it does
yeah,
not,
over the number.
not save.
So it fails.
It fails.
Yeah.
So 1d4 damage.
Sorry, that was an awful lot of work.
Yep, if it ain't got a strength score, then you reduce its attack rolls by.
So chill touch does 3 damage, and
A damage to its strength.
that damage is done to its strength.
Yes, if it doesn't have a listed strength score, you reduce its attack rolls by 1. That's what it says in the spell.
It loses just 1 point of strength.
Yeah,
Yep.
just 1.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Creature's not rated for strength, suffer a -1 penalty to attack rolls.
Yep.
But if
Okay.
it does have a strength rating, then you apply it that way.
So this was a weakness spell.
Okay. So we get Tarvatiti, Gex.
Chill touch is good if it hits, but requires a successful attack roll with wizard effect. Go followed by a.
Okay. Take a first one that he just chill touched is going to turn, and what's I don't really want to kill Vatiti. How many hit points does Vatiti have?
Looking.
I gave him
5?
the max.
He has 5.
Is
And an
Okay.
AC of 8.
He's got 5, so the first one hits. Is AC of 8? Yeah.
Yes.
Is that a familiar or something?
He's got a high dex.
He takes 4 damage as the thing tears into him.
Oh, a familiar.
Ouch.
You know what that means?
Yeah. It chomps into him, and that's it. You'll have a second attack at the end of the round, so you probably should try and kill. 8.
So like
So one of them is out of the and is just taking a chomp out of Vatiti, and the other one is climbing up the hole.
okay, and Devin is no longer webbed, right?
Devin's got the stuff on him, but they're paying attention to other things. Devin's you see the auto gnome with the burst and bent pieces there, and you see
It's
Devin with burst and bent blood vessels everywhere. So
it's a filament with like a
Fun.
glue on it.
yeah, the filament is still on him, but he's not being pulled by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like next round I can actually like crawl away a little bit.
Nice.
Level 1 adventurers, ho!
Just think of all the massive XP this pathetic monsters are going to give you. Actually, got 2 of them, so it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, but I can already tell these guys aren't worth like 5k each because I still ain't leveling up this session.
So
I
your
don't
first
think
one
so.
hits.
I think there's
Those
just
are
like a
against
couple hundred.
the one that's attacking Vatiti.
Okay.
This is just the one hits.
Yeah, that just hits.
Cool.
Oh yeah, this is just super guys.
One
Super.
damage! Level 1 character?
Actually,
No!
in a world where I had crappy for their hit dice, it would have been better. But I had really good rolls for their hit dice, so they were definitely in the upper 75th percentile of what they should be, which is making this more difficult for you. 7, 8 for Gex. 9 is the one you hear it skitter further up the hole. 10 is Mateo.
Is that me right now?
Yep, your turn.
Okay. Did we pull the rope up yet?
Yes, Seth is up. So you're Seth is up and out, looking battered.
Okay, so I want to use my healing proficiency on Seth to treat his wound. Wait, was he wounded within the last round?
I was not.
No,
Unfortunately.
but Fatiti was down to one
Okay,
hit
so
point.
yeah, I'm gonna use healing on Vititi. Yay! / RD3. Vititi gets 2 healing.
Woo, 2 hit points. That's what that has to be a lock. Remember, that's a Lucas hit dice right there.
Now, in my mind, I'm trying to do this in the spirit of 2E, which is decide your actions beforehand. But I have this urge not to kill you all. Let me just tell you, if I was a strict AD&D 2nd edition person, Fatiti would be dead.
They're first level characters, dude.
I know.
Also, it
My
makes you
goal,
feel...
not to kill you. It really isn't. My goal is to create adversaries. So that's good.
Oh, you're like me when I DM. I like to torture my players, not murder them.
I think both
I
of these
will
comments
straight
have
up
made
murder
clear
my
you're not out to
players.
kill us, just the dice.
By the
Just
way,
kidding. Just kidding.
by the way, Josh will kill you. And confirm, he's done it to me.
Dwargo, you're up.
Yep, and I roll initiative for javelin and not long spear, so this is gonna suck. Alright, no problem.
I will
check.
straight up murder my player characters, not my players.
Well, yeah, I just with Vititi's not here, and unfortunately, he's the
Alright, so I'll just
killing people when they're not there is not the kind of GM I am. I have killed my fair share of player characters.
Oh god, the DMs are swapping trophy. Terrible. And I'm gonna I guess I'll throw 2 javelins at the weakened one.
At the weekend one is down the hole. That's a good idea.
Kill
Good.
your
Yes.
players'
3 have
characters,
something
not your
finally
players.
hits.
After the game, ask me. I will tell you the story about the time that I killed a player character in a game I wasn't even playing.
Wow. 2 points
Oh.
of damage. Ugh.
Okay, but you're gonna throw a second one anyway. You already declared that action, so.
Yep, so second one.
And you're at bottom of the rank, bottom of the order. Oh man, lucky rolls.
AC
Lucky
2.
rolls.
Come on, D6s. Give me a
This'll
6,
do it.
baby.
This'll do it. This'll do it. Yes.
7 points of damage.
It takes. You hear that, and it and you just see it plummet down the dark hole,
Okay.
clacking
You
and
tell
falling.
me if I can or can't do this. I want to turn around with my movement, grab my long spear, and then basically shove the TD out the way and face the last worm creature thing.
I'll let you move and change your weapon, but as you're gonna have your attack next round, but not push. You already did 2 attacks, so.
Okay, just. I guess, yep, I'll draw my weapon and be, I guess,
Yep.
just as tempting
And
a
it
target.
turns, and instead of who's directly engaged with it right now? Fatidi was he's been chomped on.
Tarek, I guess.
Tariq is gonna go turn to Tariq. What's your AC?
3.
Oh man. Oh, it gets you. So it's gonna chomp you. Or
fighters, we can take it.
for 8 damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 for my hit points, so
No, you get full. You get full. Sorry,
Oh,
I should have
okay.
said
You're level 1, dude.
Level
Get
1,
your
you get the
hit
full.
dice. Then you start rolling and then crying.
Yes, sorry, that was two. I was a 2d4 with 4 and 4. I was not expecting that to be its result.
all right. Well, I'm not dead.
So there you go. Now roll again.
This time I have my bigger pointy stick. Problem is, it's pretty slow compared to rocks.
So Dwargo once again continues to be cleanup man. Devin gets a 2. Target gets a 7. Devin, you got 2. Tar 7. Fatidi and Gex.
Working on that. Sorry.
Mateo.
I think I want to cast Cure Light Wounds on the dude that's injured that looks like he lost a fight with a blender.
Well, no. What'd you roll as your initiative?
7.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. And for the 4th round in a row. Oh no, that's dead. Sorry. You guys killed that one. He comes back from the dead. No. Okay.
Great, there's zombies too.
Nope. So 4 for Gex.
I rolled Vitides in the normal chat. Sorry, he got a.
And 5 for Vititi. Okay, so top of the order is Devin.
I am going to back and try to hit ring bolt.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Crit damage, baby.
Crit.
Roll a d4 another time.
Yep.
Holy crit.
nice. Man. Almost. It is looking real sour now.
That's what he gets.
Wait. Yep. He's still okay. He's still up, but he's not going for a little while. Gex, you're next in the order.
Gex.
Do you have any darts left? I guess you could pick them up and then in action though.
I had 15 at the start of combat. I've done 4 rounds of it, so this would be my last one.
Yeah, I've got like 2 javelins. I'll have to pick those up.
The ones that didn't go down the hole. So one of them hit. And you could be killing this, maybe.
Hey!
No, not quite.
It's like the chick from The Simpsons. No.
We need
Petey.
more lemon pledge.
But TD is just scrambling back from the monsters, having just freshly been both wounded, like nearly bitten in half, and then healed again. So he's like, he has no weapons, no rocks in his hands. He's just getting the hell away.
With, That'll
Okay.
be the withdraw action, I believe.
Tar.
Okay, I would like to hit it with my sword.
I'd like you to hit it with your sword. So that's good. We're all on the same page.
I foresee whenever any of us need to make secondary characters or additional characters, they're all going to be like heavy plate mail, two-handed wheel.
Yeah, you whiff on that one. Okay, Mateo.
I am going to cast Cure Light Wounds on the wounded guy that looks like he lost a fight with a blender.
Yeah, Devin does not look good.
Oh, that's a good Cure Light Wounds.
I'm at full.
Nice.
Wonder no more.
That's a good Cure Light Wounds. Nice
That-
job.
that's a miracle.
It's a hell of a lot better than the last one I cast.
So
Well,
you're there on the ground there next to the thing, or did you withdraw, Devin?
I moved back a bit, but not full speed because I still attacked.
Yeah.
So I moved back like 15 feet or something.
So
Be healed, you wounded motherfucker.
yeah, Tariq, it takes a chomp out of you, and it misses. Chomp at you. And next is Dwargo.
Drago's gonna run at this thing. He's just gonna charge at this bug thing. Which will give him a +2 from charge, but a -1 to his AC next round. Let's hope it's worth it.
I think it'll be worth it.
No, it's not. Ah.
Okay, so it gets its second attack, and it does get you, Tariq. It hasn't chewed on you yet, has it?
No, it did 8 points of damage to me last round.
Oh, but you're the one that's engaged with it.
Oh, I'm also engaged with
Actually,
it,
yeah,
but
you, Dwargo, just again, to keep you alive. Keep you alive. I will not. What is your AC?
With the charge penalty applied, 5.
It does not get you.
Split mail.
So, roll again!
I get 2 attacks this round.
5th round of combat. Or 6th round of combat, whatever we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's the lowest possible roll I could have gotten with this weapon.
Whoa.
Dwargo.
Yeah, I got a 6. That's the lowest possible roll I could have gotten with this weapon. That's nice.
Devin.
By the way, it's -2 because of my weapon style. Normally that's a +7 to work with.
Oh.
13 Qatar. There's no reason for this last one to be alive.
TBH two-handed style is kind of worse than the other ones.
Yeah, it really is.
But darn if it doesn't fit the character.
No.
So,
Yeah,
Vititi,
minus 2
Gex,
to
and
hit.
Mateo.
Well, the safer and smart thing would be to use a one-handed spear and shield. But I basically play that exact same kind of character I did when I do it twice.
Is this
Spear and magic helmet.
Is this initiative?
Yeah, I'm waiting for 3 of you.
Oh man. Oh shit! I go last again.
No. Tariq has
This is the third time.
13.
time.
But Vititi, why does Vititi go first with his rock? Most useless.
Rocks are a fast weapon, I guess. I don't know. And although mine says dart, I'm doing it with rock because I'm out of.
Okay, so Vititi could physically charge this thing with a rock.
Rock power!
I
He's
think
up-
he's, I think
he's
he's
up
going to,
first.
I think he's going to throw the.
Say the power of rock! 9 out of 10 barbarians swear by it.
The power of rock commands you.
The
This thing
rock,
has pincers. That's like scissors. Rock beats that.
yeah, it whiffs by him. Geez, you guys all rolled for crap today. I think Dwargo's up next with 6.
Yeah, in fairness, I have a +5 initiative modifier. Yeah, I'm gonna be slow.
Oh. I thought we weren't using
Right?
initiative modifiers.
Oh, we weren't?
No. Everyone's rolling
Oh.
d10s.
Oh, now's my mistake then. Alright. Not a big deal. For me. Okay, stab number 1. That's gonna be a
Ooh.
nope.
It's a whole lot of no.
Whole lot
Stab
of
number
nope.
2.
Nope.
Oh.
Level 1, guys. Level 1.
So that's 6.
Seriously, the dice are cruel. I could solo a fire breath, but can't stick this thing.
Well, it chomps at you for its first attack this round, Dwargo, but it misses again. Apparently, it was really hot when it was time to chew on Devin in the pit. But
ASMR are naturally seasoned. It was inspired.
Gex.
Dwarven steel is hard to chew through.
Are you gonna throw a rock?
Yep,
I want
I am also
to
throwing a
shove
rock.
my dwarvish blade
This
right
is
up
see,
Jackson.
Matt Mercer doesn't have where his characters are like, I didn't bring enough things, so I will throw rocks.
Well, I actually I just want to point out, like, normally I'm the kind of guy that's like trying to find stuff in the environment to do, or weird stuff with equipment that I brought. But Gex is like a completely like greenhorn character, so he wouldn't do that shit.
Oh yeah, and here's a good question. Is there enough space for Tariq to, move to its rear?
Yeah. Well, it's right near this pit.
Jaxie.
There is room for maneuvering, but it's not great. But Mateo's up next.
Okay.
Yeah, we could also get like a flank or rear attack, which will give us bonuses to hit. Level 1, you got a maximum point you get.
Whoa.
Just roll better. Come on now.
I wish
Dig
these were
deeper
my
with those
physical
dice.
dice. I just pull out my golden black ones and then be laughing as I slept in 20s. Seriously, this dice is just absurdly lucky. Now, my electronic dice, they're kind of like teenage girls, very moody.
Mateo, what's your?
I am going to slash at it with my scimitar.
Please kill it.
Weapons. Scimitar.
And 2E combat is so much slower than I remember it. Either that, or we always cheated. One or the other.
AC 4.
Nice. You got it. Anything you do besides 0 will kill it. So, it's dead.
I got it, and I smell its blood.
Yeah. It smells like... Its blood is blue. It's like a horseshoe crab, right?
Alright, is there any chance I can recover at least some of my javelin?
Whichever javelins you didn't throw down the hole.
Fuck.
It's well, we could mount a massive expedition, but you only have 50 feet of rope.
Okay, that's like 4. I only
Wait
have
a
6
minute.
left now.
Why
4
don't
are
we?
gone forever.
I've got an idea. Why don't we harvest the filaments from their mouths and then turn it into rope?
You know, that's actually something that this is good for. Let me read the stupid section of it because I didn't figure you'd. This is classic 2E descriptions. Oh my gosh. The filaments of the cave fisher are highly prized by many thieves' guilds, where they can be made into thin and very strong rope, which is nearly invisible. Filaments are wound into reels, and then specially treated to dilute the adhesive. The resulting strands are made into ropes, while the diluted adhesive is turned into a special solution, which is then applied to gloves and boots, greatly increases traction for climbing. I love the ecology section, but dang is that useless, actually, because it doesn't tell me, well, a whole lot. Except it maybe has some value, but it will get stuck together. So as you roll it up, it's stuck because you don't have special solution.
Does anyone have any special solution on them?
No, but I would say roll dex to make sure you don't manage to get your hands stuck.
Are my hands covered in its blood?
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah. What would you like it to be? Because that does dissolve the adhesive. Or no, it does dissolve the filament. Turns out. But I was meaning more like your sticky fingers.
It looks like I failed.
You kind of do that Chinese finger trap meets taffy thing.
Oh, this shit is sticky, guys. Look, my fingers are stuck together. Look, I can't get it out. Look, I'm stuck. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Now I got my hair to cut it. That tongue was.
No, now you do realize that the blood does seem to disintegrate it. You will lose the value.
Look, guys, the blood freed my tongue. Look, oh, that tastes terrible. Oh, but look, my fingers
Well,
are
it's
free.
mildly acidic, so you probably don't want it in your mouth. It's one of those things of like, do not administer orally.
Well, lad, you got some.
He's got this big wad of half melted, filament.
I've got
it
a
doesn't
nice.
seem to be good anymore.
I got a nice white smile now.
My thought was, if you'd rolled well, if you roll poorly, you just destroy the filament in the effort to untangle and unstick yourself. So, at least you don't have to walk around the Outlands carrying a giant ball of filament, sticky filament.
Look on the bright side. We got the autonome, and only a few of us on the.
Yep, you do have the autonome. You do have these carcasses. Well, one carcass. And as you examine the autonome, would anybody want to examine the autonome, or are you just gonna?
Gex will be, yes.
Yeah. So as you do it, you find something isn't quite right. Like there's roll in intelligence.
Oh, this will end fantastically.
Or he totally knows something isn't quite right. Now he just won't know what he doesn't know. So yeah, he's got an 18 intelligence. I didn't say Dwargo.
Oh.
Gex,
Oh,
yeah,
I actually succeeded.
you put together as you look at this that it appears to be, well, if you were to say, it looks like a giant. It doesn't look like like you imagine a robot to be with like, or even like a golem. Like it looks like something was inside it pulling levers to make the feet go and the arms move.
Like this was a suit?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
just
really
kind of
against my religion,
conveyance.
guys. That is really bad right there. I'm going to not touch that thing.
Roll. I give you with the intelligence roll because intelligence anyway. You find kind of a as you're examining it, it looks like it has straps that broke. Like you find on the inside something was held inside it. But you find little leather straps that are broken.
Wow, so how big?
And seeing all these pieces, it kind of makes you feel like something burst out from inside the autonome. Like it was not like a legit autonome, because it's not a little mechanical man with wearing bits and pieces.
So what kind of
Holy shit,
size
guys!
is
Look,
it?
it was a vehicle.
Is there anything in the autonome's pockets?
No, but it looks like maybe a small creature. Like so, gnomes are small, right?
Yeah.
Does it have anything keistered?
You're not quite sure. It looks.
Nice.
It looks like
That's
maybe
not a
there was
swear
like something round was fitted in the middle of it. You can't quite put your fingers on it.
Ew.
No,
Guys,
I mean,
look.
Small. How small would whatever was inside it have to have been?
it was most of the size of the chest cavity.
Okay.
So,
And,
like a foot tall?
Yeah. Does anybody have any abilities that would aid in forensics or any kind of, you want to sell me on your special abilities to determine, CSI, Bedlam Outlands kind of thing?
Not me.
Spellcraft, does that help?
Most of my shit is animals
Healing
and
is
plants.
as close you can get to an autopsy.
Spellcraft might help.
All right, I will roll spellcraft. One moment. Had to make sure I was selected on the right character. You can switch the character that you're speaking as in chat before you. Just
Okay. I have to read the spell description.
it's a proficiency.
Oh, sorry. I know that. I do know that. My brain is tired.
I mean, it is like, what is it, like 11:30 your time?
Yeah.
11.
It appears you're looking. Something was bound inside.
Bound as in like
Restrained.
Okay,
Magically
so restrained.
That, but it's broken. The spell is broken.
I say to the group, look at these here. There used to be runes on here. Something was bound into here magically. It was like it was forced to be in this thing.
Like a spirit or an elemental or something like that?
I don't know.
With that stupendous intelligence roll that you had, I don't remember what it was, a little bit ago. Yeah, 18. You can see chafing in it, and maybe, you can see chafing on the inside where it was sat. It appeared to me roughly round, whatever it was.
I don't think it was humanoid. I think it was spherical almost.
Yeah, and its chafe patterns don't look like it was being rubbed by something gentle.
Looks like whatever was in there was trying very hard to work its way out.
Speaking as someone with the noble blood of the fire plane running through their veins, if it was a fire elemental, you would not use leather straps to hold it.
So, with CSI Bedlam ongoing, I'm gonna call it there. But if folks want to do healing, just want to set up camp, and we'll just kind of pick a place to start next week, whatever works for you.
Maybe a little ways away from the antlion mounds.
Yeah.
Do you lug the carapace of the auto?
If nothing else, this is fascinating enough for your mask.
Yeah, it would.
The area though, and I realize you're trying to call it. I would like to try and look down the hole again and see if I could see any little creatures running around there. I figure I probably can't.
What would you roll on a givey surface as you peered over the edge? I think Dex would be fair. Go
Probably
ahead.
Dex, yeah.
Go roll Dex. Anybody paying attention?
Wah, wah.
As Gex
Well, we
begins
are
to
now.
fall down the hole. Okay.
Oh no!
Roll initiative.
What should I roll to pay
Just-
attention?
I don't know.
I have
I'm
alertness.
just gonna say he's gonna give you that split second. Depending on where he rolls, his body's gonna plummet on his initiative. Fortunately, you're all rolling really good, but give her a roll there. Yeah, you
Ignore
roll
the dark
badly.
part.
So, Devin, you notice Gex begin to go down. You're welcome to roll a Dex to try and save Gex before he ends up plummeting.
All right.
You run over.
Got it.
Whoa.
You just barely grab him. As he,
Oh, thank you.
Trust me, you don't want to go down there. Nothing good happens down there.
Who was it that applied that said it's not a good role playing game unless somebody laughs? One of you two, either Mateo or
That was me.
oh, maybe it was both of you. I had to. That way, hopefully, you got a laugh out of it. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
generally give a couple different ways of giving out XP before I break up the monster. Or two monsters here in this case. Anybody an MVP? Anybody saved the day in a way that was extraordinary?
Well, I mean.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I did pull up the rope, and then kill the cave fisher. I mean, just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
One cannot nominate themselves. But
I mean,
it
just
was
saying.
good.
I will nominate him for those things because he got me out of the hole.
Okay, so we got one nomination. Any other nomination for MVP?
And then I healed the guy and his. Just saying.
I was gonna nominate Devin for being dumb enough to go down.
I second that. I second that.
Okay, so we got Mateo and Devin. Okay. Any other nominations for MVP? Okay. Who's in favor of MVP?
Me.
So one. Who's in favor of Devin as MVP?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Devin.
Devin gets MVP for
Aw.
going. Take 50 extra XP. Everybody
unanimous.
really played well, so take 100 just there for good role playing. Anybody embody their character in such a way that they kept. And I haven't yet worked with. I apologize with the new players, but I kind of encourage people to take a belief or begin to craft their character and believe in such a way behaved in order to embody their character in a way that's costly to their and this is stolen from Burning, and basically the principle is kind of, do you play your character well, that your character's faults and the costliness of those faults manifest in how you play your character. Anybody I almost want to nominate Jeff only because he nearly put it back down though. As he
His curiosity got the best of him.
Well,
Now, if he'd have felt it whole eating shit, I'd agree with you.
dude,
He got saved.
you don't have to. I was trying to think of somebody who might. I thought that was the closest thing that got to it. I joked last time that you always slept in your. That would be a manifestation. If you all, but so you don't always take a. That kind of thing, or you always do this thing, or you never do that thing. Those are the kind of behaviors. The closest it got was Gex there. Now let's break apart. We had a love. Let me pull up the creature of the evening. It does feel like old school, just like having two 3-hit dice monsters give you grief and suffering like that. So that's what we had.
So 6 hit dice total. Me and Tarkin was split, so we get 3 hit dice each. Times 10 times your level, that's 30 each. For me and Gex for splitting the monster. How much were those things worth anyway?
Hold on. Boop, boop. Come on. So 3 hit dice is 120 XP.
They don't have the XP listed on the monster itself.
XP. Oh, sorry. XP value for this. Sorry, this one does. Sorry. Not all of them do. 175 XP.
Hey guys, I managed to corral us 5 more XP. Woo.
Woo!
So somebody should be near dinging level 1.
No. Nope, not me. Not even
Somebody
close.
was halfway there.
So let's see.
I believe our bard isn't our bard cleric.
I might be, but I need your ruling on something. For the, and I looked through the books, and I assume this just defaults to normal. For the actual class awards, does that get split, or does that stay in the class I earned it in?
That gets split, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
I mean
your
that's
XP
the
gets split.
default rule, and I found nothing to contradict that. It
Yeah, I
just
guess it would
felt
have to be
weird that
split.
that getting XP as a bard would apply to my cleric side.
Yeah, it says very specifically in the chapter on multi-classing that you evenly
Yeah.
divide all XP earned among your classes.
Yeah, because I'm uneven anyway because I get a
10% bonus in one class.
yeah, but not the other.
Yeah.
So I assumed it went to the default multi-class rule. I just wanted to check.
No, I'm going to default to rules as written, not using player options, just because it makes it easier to do
Yeah.
this. If I run 2E for another year and a half, then I probably will have my own idiosyncrasies. But right now, I'm
95. Together they're 350.
It's
By
50
5, that's...
after we split it 6 ways.
Alright, 6 ways, I forgot that, the D was... Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, 58.
So 58 total.
Yeah, 58 for each person.
58.
yeah.
2,000.
100 for your role playing.
Yes.
Up that to 200 because you guys, I think, are in dire need of leveling up. And I think everybody did role play well. I think you guys are a good RP group, so.
Plus, I imagine you're getting tired of the constant failure brigade.
It's dialing in monsters to not kill your party is a thing. In 2E, it's more or less of a science and more of a art, and you hope they know to retreat.
Well, I mean, I tried.
I remember quest XP is a thing.
You're going to get a bundle XP when you complete this arc, which is simply find something interesting in Bedlam.
Which I think we did.
I think you did too. I think we just have to RP the...
So back to where we need to go.
Like a 6.
Well, we're only a day and a half out of Bedlam, and we know where a portal is there.
It's true.
Well, you know where a portal was.
Well, they assured us it would work the other way. We'll see if that's true.
They told you it was fairly permanent.
Well, the other
No.
consideration there too is we did tell the halfling that we would try to like figure out a way to help get him back once we found the note.
So anybody think they deserved any extra XP besides that? Anybody have any questions, comments, documents, declarations, punctuations?
Fun game, awesome group. Can't wait for next.
Yeah, you guys did great role playing, especially 2E combat. I remembered it being more fun, but
I had fun.
It's because we're weaklings, that's all.
But probably I was cheating. I was like 12 years old. Come on now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, plus, here's the thing. In my opinion, D&D combat, D&D doesn't get really good combat-wise until 5th level. Because by then,
Yeah.
you've got more options. Your fighter will have,
Your class really comes into its own.
yeah. And your fighter will have better hit points, more accuracy, so you won't be missing every swing.
Wizards have third
Your
level
wizard-
spells.
Well, have, like, a fireball or a haste ready. Your cleric can get some actual healing done, and thief backstab start to get good around that level.
Yeah, clerics can actually like make an actual difference in combat because they have third level spells by then. So they can like cast prayer and bless and stack bonuses and things like that.
I remember in D&D Basic where clerics didn't even get spells at first level.
Yeah. Yep. They didn't get them until level 2. They were just like an altar boy at level 1.
At least we're not playing original white box D&D where everybody uses the same hit matrix.
True indeed.
Well, I think now that we've got a set group of people in here, part of our housekeeping for the next game is we'll want to create tokens. So if you guys can find some character art and put them in there, that would be great. And we'll chop those up and make tokens out of them. With Token Maker, anybody have a PC? I have a Mac, and Token Maker kind of works, but
I just use
I have a
token.
PC.
I just use token stamp.
I think that's the one I used too.
There's
Yeah,
also,
it's easy. Just
if you're a
get a
pro
picture.
member, there's a bunch of free tokens too. That are already made.
yeah, I just figured I'd make your pretty picture. But yeah, Token Stamp that's a web app.
It's
So
a
if you guys-
website. Just you go there, upload your picture, pick the border you like, change the color.
Yeah, I had found it. If you guys want to create those for next week, it's housekeeping.
Posted the link in Planescape chat room.
Yeah,
No problem.
if you'd want to do that, I believe you can put your own token art in. Shouldn't have problems doing that. So if you go into your character, bio and info, edit, you'll see default token optional. So that way I can make sure you get pretty tokens. And it'll make doing combat easier.
Yay, easier.
I still will roll off of that for monsters. I would put a camera on it. I mean, I don't mind fudge rolls. I do change my mind as I don't always do the second edition thing of determine your action beforehand and carry it out. I may move back to that. I may also consider moving back to the basic alignment setting, which is basically PCs versus enemies. Not alignment, initiative. But I haven't decided on that. So I'll keep you posted.
Cool.
It kind of, I don't mind doing that opposed initiative. I just feel like a lot of games today are individual initiative. So
Yeah.
I think it's just easier and more intuitive to me, but it does make more work to do individual initiative. Anyway, guys, have a good night, have a good weekend, and see you next week.
See y'all next week.
All right, have a good
For-
one.
All right, take.
And if you're watching us live on Twitch, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that follow button up at the top of the screen. It's shaped like a heart. And if you feel froggy and want to help us out a little bit, we have links to our Patreon and PayPal available if you scroll down. The PayPal is for one-time small donations, and the Patreon is for a monthly pledge. As little as $1 a month gets you access to a monthly newsletter that has continually growing content for AD&D Second Edition on Roll20, and also it gets you access to a special Discord channel, in which you can talk with me during world building streams. And there are many more tiers above the $1 level, and each tier is cumulative. So again, thanks for watching, and hope to see you again. Bye-bye.